You may not know this, but Android has a hidden menu with some cool features. In this video, I'll go over how you can access it and some settings that you should definitely change. Let's get started. So this menu is known as Developer Options, but don't worry, even if you're not a developer, you can use it too. To access it, you're gonna have to go through a few steps. So to access developer options, you have to open Settings, scroll all the way to the bottom of the app, and click on About Phone. Then from there, click on Software Information. It should be about the third option in the About Phone section. Now that you're in Software Information, you're going to see a bunch of information about your software. All you have to do is find the entry that's titled Build Number. To enable developer options, just rapidly click on Build Number, about 7 or 10 times. You should see a little gray message on the bottom of your phone, and it'll say a few taps later, Developer Options have been enabled. You may have to enter your password depending on your phone manufacturer, but then congratulations, Developer Mode has been enabled. So now you've opened the door to some awesome customization and just some random settings. Go back to the main settings menu, scroll all the way to the bottom again, and click on Developer Options. If you don't see it there for some reason, which I've noticed on Oneplus phones mostly, you can just search for it through the settings search menu. Now you're going to see a lot of settings in this menu, but don't be overwhelmed. This video will walk you through everything you might want to change. Now I'm going to go through definitely not all of the settings, but all of the ones that may matter to you and may improve your experience with your device. So I'm going to go through these in order from top to bottom, and right near the top, you're going to see an option that says Keep Screen On While Charging. This forces the screen to never turn off unless you turn it off manually by hitting the power button when your phone is plugged in. This has some convenient use cases, just experiment with it. Now let's scroll down this menu a bit. You should see an option titled USB Debugging. Now this may sound a bit confusing, but it is super useful when you're plugging your phone into your computer to do some computer tricks or install some custom software. Or you can use it to mirror your phone screen to your computer, like I did in this video, right here. Now scroll down this menu a decent amount further, down to the Network subsection, and you will see Wi-Fi Safe Mode. This prioritizes stability of your network over speed, so you'll be less likely to disconnect at the cost of possibly a slightly slower website loading. This is definitely useful if you're right on the brink of a Wi-Fi network and you're often disconnecting. Right below that option, Wi-Fi Power Saving Mode saves you power. Not really much more to it. Right below that, Mobile Data Always Active lets you switch from Wi-Fi to data faster. This is useful if you're on the verge of constant Wi-Fi, but don't want to deal with waiting for mobile data to turn on when you disconnect. This will cost you a bit of battery life though. Next up, we have the input section. Now, occasionally people will ask me, how do you get that thing on your phone that shows where you tap? Well, this is how. Click Show Taps and enjoy. Below that, pointer location can be really useful if you think there's a part of your screen that isn't working. This way you can check if everything on your screen is working and get some detailed data on how you touch your phone, I guess. Now, a few more options down the list, you will see the option Force RTL Layout Direction. This means right to left layout direction, and brace yourself because this flips, well, everything. If you're left-handed, this option may be really useful, honestly, but it can be a little disorienting at first. We're about halfway through now, but it's time for the most important settings you will ever change on your Android phone: the animation, transmission, and window scale. Now, don't get me wrong, smooth transitions are awesome, but so are speedy transitions. So what I would recommend is set all three of these options to 0.5. This will let all the animations on your phone take half the time, making everything feel a lot faster and waste much less of your time. Okay, so right below those amazing settings, you will see the minimum width option. This changes the size of everything on your device, not just the font or something. If you make it bigger, everything gets smaller on your phone, and vice versa. feel free to change it to your liking, because it can really improve your experience. So below that, you will see an option to simulate a display with cutout. This can put a notch on your screen. Now this option may not be available on all phones, but let's say you just really want that notch to fit in with all those iPhone X users. This is what you can do, but I really don't see why anyone would really use it. Okay, don't leave now, we're almost at the end of the list, and there's still some cool options. A few rows down from that, you will see the Don't Keep Activities toggle. If this is on, this causes apps to instantly close as soon as you leave them, ejecting them from your RAM. This is an interesting option, to say the least. Let's say you want something less extreme than just instantly quitting background processes. Well, the background process limit lets you choose how many apps you want to keep in memory. This is convenient if you're low on RAM. So, this is the second last option in the video, but if you're low on space and your phone has an SD slot, Force Allow Apps on External lets you put any app on external storage, which can save you absolutely tons of space. This is really just super useful and really expands your free space. The final option of this video, force activities to be resizable. Now personally, I'm not a huge user of the split screen functionality on my phone, but some people are, and this allows you to put any app in split screen or in a little pop-up menu if your phone supports that. I'd recommend trying it out and seeing if you like it. And so that's how you access Android's hidden menu, and also how you can use some of the settings. Now, I really didn't go over everything in this video, of course, but I encourage you to check out the entire menu. There's some cool features and hidden gems. So if you're still watching, huge thanks to you, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, I really appreciate that. And stay tuned for more awesome videos. This is Authentic Tech, and I will see you next time.